Have you ever had a life-changing experience? I mean, one that actually put your life or your business on a different trajectory? Hi, I'm Michael DeLon, founder of Paperback Expert, and I've had a few of those experiences in my life. But when it comes to my business, there is one experience that was absolutely life-changing that stands out far above them all. And that experience was the day that I published my first book. You see, my background is in family ministry. My wife and I have been married since 1990. We're followers of Christ, and the first few years of our marriage were like this. So we got some help by going to a marriage conference where they showed us God's blueprints for marriage. I was working in Christian radio at the time, and after that tenure at Christian radio, God brought us to that ministry that changed our life in Little Rock, Arkansas. And I started serving there, thought I hit nirvana that I'd never leave, helping other people have strong marriages and families. Well, after about 10 years and some corporate reorganizations, I was put into prison for a couple of years. That's a job that I hated at a ministry I loved. And then when I escaped from prison and left the ministry and started a marketing consulting firm in January 2013, I was not able to gain clients as fast as I desired or needed to, because when I would meet with you, you would see me as a ministry guy, because that's where I'd spent the last decade of my life, not as a marketing guy who could actually help you. And so I would call you and try to set an appointment with you, and you'd give me the standards. Oh, I'm too busy. Oh, let's meet next week. Or I might get in to see you after I saw a media rep leaving or an agency rep leaving, and I was there trying to sell you, trying to convince you that I could help you. And you would keep postponing and delaying and saying no, and I wasn't getting anywhere. And so I knew I had to fix that, because I was living on savings at that time, and it was running out. So I went to my church one day and I prayed and I said, God, how can I help people? Because I know I can. And God gave me this idea to take all of my ideas around marketing and systems and credibility and put them in a book. And so I did. I wrote my first book on marketing back in 2013. Then I would call you. I would set an appointment. I'd mail a copy of my book to you before we ever met. A week later, I'd walk into your office for our meeting. Now, normally, when I'd walk into your office, I was kind of fearful and wondering if we were going to have a good conversation, and could I get your business. Everything changed. When I walked into your office now, you warmly greeted me. You brought me in, you set me down, and you pulled out my book and you said, Michael, thanks for sending me a copy of your book. I read it. In your book, you said, how do you help me do that? And we'd have a great conversation, and you know what? You hired me. And I left, and I was feeling great. And I had another appointment, and they hired me, and I started gaining clients, and I thought, wow, this is really cool. Why don't more business owners do this? Well, it's really challenging to write a book. There are a lot of things that you've got to take in consideration. Writing this book took a lot of time, nights, weekends, conversations with my family, seeing where commas going, how should it be said, and different things. And it was just a struggle. So I took that experience, that life-changing experience of being able to easily gain clients because they saw me as an expert in marketing when they got a copy of my book. And I built a system that eliminates all of the barriers of creating a book for experts like you. And so now you don't have to write a book. You get to speak to write your book. You see, since that day, I've built a team of people, professional writers, editors, graphic designers, and we all approach your book from a marketing standpoint. We extract the genius that's locked in your head right now, because you have plenty to share with the world. You're a thought leader. We just help you get it out and make it coherent and make you sound great, so that you can experience what I experienced and have one of those life-changing moments when you put your book into someone's hand. They read it. They bond with you. They believe you. They trust you. They hire you. And that happens over and over and over. You see, I published my book in 2014. 13. And I'm still using it today to gain clients, to get referrals, and to grow our business. And you'll be able to do the same thing when you have your book. So if you're struggling to get clients, if you're chasing after clients, if you get what I was getting with the delays, the no, I don't want to talk to you, and you're like everybody else, or I'm too busy. If you are looking for a way to really just cut through the clutter, to capture the attention of your audience, to have those conversations where you're the expert and they're really trying to seek out how can you work with them to make your selling process easier and a lot more fun. Let's have a conversation to see how we can help you create your book without writing a word, position you as the expert in the eyes of your audience, and help you grow your business year after year after year. I would love for you to experience a life-changing event like I did when I published my first book. Let's have that conversation and see how we can help you create your book without writing a word.